Now, let's learn about collisions and interactions by creating 3 components. These include lighting 4 torches to unlock a weapon, picking up a key to open a wooden gate, and clicking a tab to exit the Wonderland. First, let's implement lighting 4 torches to unlock a weapon. Since we need to count the torches, we'll first set up a custom variable. Go to the Combat Presets screen. Click Advanced Editing for Custom Variable in the Component module. Add a new variable for the player. Rename the variable to Torch Count. Set the variable type to integer. Set the initial value to 0. Next, modify the node graph Ignite Torch. The calculation logic for the custom variable torch count is the same as for score value. Add a set custom variable node to make the torch count increase by 1 when the torches tab is clicked. Go to the prefab library screen and add a ceiling effect to the weapon. Click Advanced Editing under VFX Playing. Select Looping Effects under VFX Asset Type. Add a red ring barrier effect to it. Click Preview Combination to preview all options. Disable Initially Effective for the Weapon Prefab's Collider and overwrite to save the prefab. Next, create a node graph with the name Unlock Weapon. When the custom variable torch count changes, compare the value with 4. When it's greater than 4, the weapon is unsealed. Activate the weapon's collider and play the weapon's unlock effect. The target entities here are all weapons. You need to use a query entity by GUID node to get the weapon's GUID. Place the weapon in the object placement screen and get its GUID. Save the node graph and mount it on the player. Place the 4 torches in the object placement screen. Click Test Play to check the effect. Next, let's implement pick up key to open a wooden gate. First, create the key. Find Crystal Mechanism in the Gameplay Mechanism section. Add a tab component to it. Click Advanced Editing. Change the tab icon. Rename the tab to Obtain Key. Click Trigger Option Area. Set the center Y-axis value to 0.5. Set all zoom multiplier values to 2. Save the prefab and rename it Key. And that's it. You've created the key. Next, let's make an interactive gate. Find wooden fence in the Gameplay Mechanism section. Add a tab component to it. Click Advanced Editing. You can change the tab icon. Rename the tab to Open Gate. Click Trigger Option Area. Set the center Y-axis value to 1. For zoom multiplier values, set it to 6 for the X-axis, 6 for the Y-axis, and 4 for the Z-axis. Next, add a basic motion device component. Create a new movement path and rename it Ascend. Disable Initially Effective. Set the motion type to Uniform Linear Motion. Set the effective duration to 2. Set the Y-axis of the relative location at the destination to 3. This way, the gate can open upwards. Click Preview Current Motion to check the effect. Save the prefab and rename it Gate. Awesome! Now you've also created an interactive gate. Next, We need to link the key to the gate so that the gate can only be opened with the key. Set a custom variable key count to track whether the key has been obtained. Open the combat preset screen. Click on Advanced Editing and add a new variable. Rename the variable to key count. Set the variable type to integer. Set the initial value to 0. Then, we'll add a node graph to the key to activate the gate. Open Astra Sandbox. Right-click and select Create Node Graph. Rename the node graph to Pickup Key to activate gate. The calculation logic for the custom variable key count is the same as for custom variable score value. Finally, add an activation tab to display the gate opening option. The target entity is queried using its GUID. Where the GUID is the gate's GUID, place the gate in the object placement screen and get its GUID. The tab ID is the ID in the tab component, which is 1 here. Select Yes for activate. Save the node graph, mount it on the key, and overwrite to save the prefab. Return to Astra Sandbox, right-click again, and select Create Node Graph. Rename the node graph to Open Wooden Gate. When the tab is selected, activate the wooden gate's basic motion device, with the target entity being the event source entity, example, the wooden gate. Save the node graph and mount it on the wooden gate. Disable Initially Effective for the Wooden Gates tab, and overwrite to save the prefab. Place the key in the object placement screen and click Test Play to check the effect. Finally, let's implement. Click Tab to exit the Wonderland. Find Pyro Elemental Monument in the Gameplay Mechanism section. Add a tab component to it. Click Advanced Editing. Change the tab icon. Rename the tab to Exit. Click Trigger Option Area. Change the center Y-axis value to 1. Change all zoom multiplier values to 3. Open Astra Sandbox. Right-click and select Create Node Graph. Rename the node graph to Exit Wonderland. When the tab is clicked, the player's settlement status is set to Victory, and the game proceeds to result settlement for the stage. The player entity needs to be obtained using the Get Player Entity to which the character belongs node. Save the node graph and mount it on the Pyro Elemental Monument. Save the prefab and name it Wonderland Exit Device. Place the Wonderland Exit Device in the object placement screen. Then click Test Play to check the effect. At this point, we've completed all prefabs related to collisions and interactions.